Know that you are that being with which the highest spirit and the lowest matter are linked together by infinite intelligence. Today's lesson is inspired by a scripture from Job, chapter 32, verse 8, and it reads, "The Spirit of God is within the people, for the Spirit of God has made them. The breath of spirit is within them and gives them life." And so it is written. This powerful and inspirational scripture that is overlooked by the masses is one that should be repeated regularly, discussed, and meditated on. Let's explore this message metaphysically. Metaphysics is the study of the nature of reality. For me, the study of metaphysics filled in the missing parts of the puzzle that I did not find in the Christian church. The scriptures in the Bible were never meant to be taken literally. They are allegories. An allegory is a story that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning. In ancient times, allegories, parables, and fables was how the people communicated. You ask the question, they tell you a story. The answer is hidden in the story. The point is to use your mind, your sense of discernment, and allow your intuition to guide you. God is forever calling us out of the wilderness of doubt and confusion to recognize our true purpose by understanding that we are co-creators with divine mind. Your living truth is that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, not a human having an occasional spiritual moment. God is not made in our image. We are made in the image and likeness of God. I see God as the source of life, the Great Spirit, and we are the offsprings of that Great Spirit, little spirits disguised as human beings, in all colors, shapes, sizes, and designs, encased in a garment of flesh. Many have a hard time with the word God. It's just that the people felt it necessary to give the source a name, to label it, not realizing that the source is not definable and is infinite. I remember a young lady walking into our metaphysical learning center back in Maryland. She wanted to learn as much as she could about metaphysics, but she had one stipulation. Don't talk to me about God or the Bible and we'll get along just fine. My first thoughts were, what did that church do to you? Christianity would have you believe that God is a Superman in the sky, far, far away, keeping tabs on you. And therefore, many people spend a lot of their time worshiping, praying, and pleading to a God that can send them to heaven or to hell, not realizing that heaven and hell are states of consciousness, not physical places. You can manifest heaven on earth, or you can make your life a living hell, depending on your state of conscious awareness. In all you're getting, get understanding. For me, I don't want the peace that passes all understanding. I want the understanding that brings peace, the truth that will set me free. Divine mind created the heavens and the earth. The same divine mind is within you. Don't you know that you are little gods? What else would you be? Who or what do you think you are? We are evolving spirits, unfolding in an embryonic state of existence, on a wonderful journey of self-discovery. God is omnipresent in all things and all peoples. Imagine taking a bucket of water from the ocean. That bucket of water contains all the elements of the ocean from which it came. We have within us all the faculties of God, all the principles of God, the source of all that is, this great architect of the universe. And just like tiny seeds, we are programmed for greatness as co-creators, as spiritual beings endowed with the ability to manifest through our thoughts and by visualizing. The Creator lives within its creation. There is no separation. We are all units of consciousness, connected in a sea of God consciousness. People have looked high and low, near and far, for divinity. Very few have come to realize that what they are looking for is closer than hand or foot. It is the very breath we breathe. What is the purpose of life here? Why this place? Why manifest in physical form? Earth is the school for advanced learning. There is so much to see, to witness, and experience. Through it all, we learn patience, love, and forgiveness in an accelerated learning environment. This life is also a wonderful opportunity to resolve karmic issues and make peace with yourself and all those around you, so that your soul can continue its very important mission of unfoldment. The scripture also teaches us that the breath of God, Spirit, is within us and gives us life. From our first breath, the doctor spanked us, and we inhaled a deep breath, absorbing its life-giving properties, letting out a loud yell as new life began again. With our busy and sometimes distracted lives, we have become a culture of shallow breathers. If you are a shallow breather, your body is not functioning at top performance. We breathe just enough to get by, not realizing that breath energizes your body. It is the fuel for the billions of cells in your body. Your major organs depend on it to keep you as healthy as possible. I have had people tell me that they don't have time to do breathing exercises. It's strange to me that some don't have time for the one thing their body needs most. Avoid stressful situations and people that feed on drama. When we are angry or upset, we tend to hold our breath. We tense up and restrict circulation. This causes your body to be out of balance and can bring about the onset of dis-ease. On the other hand, breathing can raise your personal energy frequency and your vibration. By taking at least 7 long, deep, slow breaths, it'll send a message to the brain that all is well and that we can relax now. We can go without water for a few days. We can go without food for a while. Some people have fasted for long periods of time. But when it comes to breath, we're talking about a minute on average. Life is breath. Breath is life. Life is but a series of breaths. The ancient philosophy of the Far East is now merging with Western medicine, finally. For thousands of years, the people of India called it prana, which is a Sanskrit word meaning life force that permeates reality on all levels. And for thousands of years, the people of China called it qi, the life force that flows in and through every living thing. I call it the holy breath that sustains you. It is the source of your existence. There is no life without breath. The autonomic nerve system is a control system that acts unconsciously to regulate and control the body's internal organs. Your heart functions, blood pressure, digestion, bladder, kidneys, body temperature, and yes, your breathing. It can also cause you to sneeze or to cough when necessary. These things happen automatically without any effort on your part. It is as if some higher vibrational being is taking care of us. Not by bread alone are we sustained, but by the breath of God that we live and move and have our being in. Nothing can exist or be conceived outside of this God energy. We are continually fed through the medulla oblongata, commonly referred to as the mouth of God or the silver cord, a lifeline of support. It is there we receive our daily bread of life energy as we are tethered to the source of our existence. Paramahansa Yogananda, founder of the Self-Realization Fellowship and the Golden Lotus Temples, is quoted to say that the medulla oblongata, located between the brainstem and the spinal cord in the back of the neck, is the point of entry for cosmic consciousness. There, the life force is stored and distributed throughout the body. Your body can do nothing on its own without this holy breath. At some point, the properties of your body, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, phosphorus, will return to the earth from whence they came, and your spirit will soar and pierce the thin veil of physical life and will be reunited with pure spirit. Meditation is a transformative process. The more you meditate, the more light, the more consciousness and wisdom you will obtain. Meditation is a science that allows you to directly experience the life force within you, your spirit, your truth, and will bring about a greater sense of self-awareness. It is essential to the process of unfoldment. Meditation is to turn within, to be still, be quiet, and listen. There the process begins of alignment, contemplation, and illumination, which brings divine inspiration. In the stillness, we find clarity of thought. Answers, solutions, and guidance come to mind. This will in turn bring peace to your life. And within that peace, there is joy. And within that joy, there is love. And at the innermost core, there is the sacred and immeasurable you. Don't look to the world for answers. Don't look outside of yourself. Turn within in silent meditation and allow the internal navigator, the small, soft voice of divine intuition, to guide you. If we listened to and followed our intuition, we would find more peace in the journey of life. Spirit gives us life through breath. Within that breath is the consciousness of God, your divine parent. We are the seeds germinating in a dark place, reaching for the light. Just like a seed, we are already programmed with everything we need to reach our greatest potential. Yes, we wander off the path occasionally. We get distracted by earthly, worldly things and people, but the internal navigator never gives up on us. We learn, we grow, we keep growing, and we'll all eventually reach the pinnacle of divinity and true self-realization. And then we understand our life's experiences were just lessons pointing the way to enlightenment. Then we can all express our gratitude for the wonderful experience and the opportunity of life. So breathe in more God and heal your body, mind, and soul. You are the breath and the consciousness of God, manifesting and expressing in and through a physical body. Let us affirm our divine inheritance as children of the light and go forth in peace, joy, and love. And so it is.
For additional lessons and meditation ideas, visit our website at www.meditatewnc.org. Thank you for joining us.